already.
Yeah, but it a go live on. You see it on YouTube?
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
Upcoming.
Make sure you turn the sound down or put the headphone like.
Yeah, I think it on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so where I say this week the ICE agent fatally shoot a Minneapolis mother Renee Good in an incident place in Minneapolis. Where they hide them impression of what go on. Before we go to the impression of what go on, I want big up the Yaga routes available, you know. In a Yaga routes, we have some saucy perla, strong back, chain road,
Yeah, we don't
some
see it. We don't see it. We see it now, man.
you know see it?
Yeah,
No.
because you have up the video.
Oh, hold on there, let me activate it there. Yeah, yeah man. But you should
Yeah.
have see it from my side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah man. Fully
See,
active, you know. Yeah man, with all some bamboo root tonight, you know. And
see.
you know them thing have special purpose and special needs. So you can drink them thing, man, it clean you out and build you up, you know? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. We have to get back to the
So,
good old
are
days.
they
You know?
are they make it?
Yeah, man. I mean, a specialist about China them thing, man. I mean, alone deal with them thing around here.
Alright, then.
Yeah, man.
Me
Me have
like the
all,
name. Me like the name Yaga Roots.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. It
man.
look like
Me have all patience, brother, because people drawn onto me naturally because I'm awareness of plants and the environment, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
one conversation lead to other. Me introduce them to the roots. Then them start tell me some problems with them have, you know? And some of the roots take care of them thing specifically. Like I Empress I show me say, yo, she have two fibroid, big like a cis brother, and me not even know this woman from nowhere. But me happen, boy happen for give them a tour of the city, you know? And we're going to the oasis where the plants and thing them there, and I show them how it run historically and how them irrigate it and because them pride themselves on them history, you know. That's one I think I love about them people, you know. Yeah, and she started showing me, and me introduce her to her roots, man, and say, all right, check out the ingredients them and the benefit. And then they link me back. And the woman link me back in a 2 day and I show me say, boy, yo, a good thing we link up because she see the benefit of them thing there and she just got the doctor and doctor tell her about the system what she have.
see.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so soon in a supermarket near to you, Yaga Roots.
Yeah, man, coming soon, coming
Come
soon.
soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
man.
just order your own, man. We ship them anyway, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
man.
and as we
I
said,
just
check out
come.
the ingredients.
Yeah.
Check out the ingredients when I want to tell you. I want you to do some research yourself because you'll
Yeah.
appreciate it more and remember it more when you research it for yourself. So right
See.
now, we are going to jump into the ice video, courtesy of democracy now. And we're going to break it down step by step and analyze it. Seeing?
Mm. Run the whole video for us. I'm going to watch and I will break it down.
All right,
So them
cool.
know what I go on.
Yeah, man, we do that then. Yeah, if you watch on YouTube, mute or turn it down then. Yeah.
In Minneapolis, thousands gathered for a candlelight vigil Wednesday evening to mourn the death of 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good, a mother of 3 who was fatally shot hours earlier by an ICE agent at near point-blank range. Video of the shooting shows masked ICE agents approaching her vehicle, screaming for her to get out of the effing car, using profanity, and attempting to force open her driver's side door. As Good attempts to drive past the officers, a masked agent pulls his firearm and fires 3 rounds at Good. The shooting comes after the Trump administration deployed over 2,000 ICE agents to Minnesota.
Trump administration officials claim the agent acted in self-defense, but local officials, including Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, rejected that claim. This is Mayor Frey speaking Wednesday.
We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
According to press accounts, Renee Nicole Good was shot shortly after she dropped her 6-year-old son at school. She was killed less than a mile from the site of George Floyd's murder in 2020 by a Minneapolis police officer, a killing that sparked protests internationally under the banner Black Lives Matter. Democratic lawmakers have accused President Trump and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem of spreading misinformation about the shooting.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem accused Good of weaponizing her vehicle to commit a, quote, act of domestic terrorism, unquote. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump claimed Good, quote, violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer. Trump went on to say, quote, it's hard to believe he's alive, but is now recovering in the hospital, unquote. Video from the scene shows the ICE agent walking away after shooting with no signs of injury. However, video from the aftermath shows outraged Minneapolis residents, including a doctor, screaming at the agents to let them help Renee after her crash into a parked vehicle after the shooting.
Can I go check a pulse? No, back up.
All right. Yeah, man, we're going to stop it there, so. And we get into the reasoning.
Yes, I.
And analyze the video and see what points we can take from the video. So, as you can see, people, you see with your own eyes also what took place. And this case is under investigation. And I'm not too clear who's got jurisdiction on it. We talk about jurisdiction all the time. And who has got jurisdiction over what and over who, and this is playing out in the issue as my understanding and latest update has said. What do I them view on the incident?
Right. Yeah, man. Listen, first of all, we looking at a militia, right? Because let's face it, ICE is a militia, right? On the streets, they work for the federal government. But this shooting is really unjustified, right? When we look at a woman's life, I mean, we look at the actions, we see it with our very own eyes, captured on video, you know. Imagine they telling you to disregard what you actually witnessing, you know. That's how wicked it is, you know. So we living in I think this should be a eye awakening moment for a lot of people. on what abilities these agents now have over the public, right? And do you really have any rights? And what kind of system are we really living in right now? Are there laws being broken or followed? Right? For that to really happen, and then you justify it by saying, "Hey, this woman weaponized her car. Come on, the officer got injured, but you see the man walking away, physically walking away. Like, what type of system are we really moving towards? I think that's the bigger question here. I think we've seen a system change as far as laws are concerned. And does he get persecuted? Is he going to get tried, and who's trying him? Because if he's a federal agent, then that means he's tried by the federal government, basically. And if they already saying, hey, this was justified, right, from your commander in chief saying, hey, this is justified. What is the outcome of all of this? Is this going to continue to happen? What's happening? We got to wake up. Things are changing. Like, people got to see what's happening. Things are moving in a different direction. And I think what we've seen is a lot of lawlessness. No laws are being followed, whether it's on a local level or on a international level. This is very reflective of the system change right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
we live in a, we live,
Draconian system.
Yes,
Brother
yes.
Delani. Yeah, we live in a time now where things is a strange time. You know what I mean? Everything is blurry. But this incident, you know what I mean, people don't watch the video. People don't watch the video to see what, like, exactly what happened and what to see. You know what I mean? How they can pick their side. You know what I mean? And they see the video based on which side they're on. Are you with ICE? Are you against ICE? And they don't matter what they see on the video or what they see of the incident, they're gonna choose the side that they're on. So
it's
we want to
polarized.
encourage, because we are all human beings, and things happen. So what we want to do this morning, we want to watch the video, rewatch the video. You know what I mean? Put all partisan aside and analyze it to see what really happened here. What was this woman wrong? Was the highest agent wrong? You know what I mean? Was both of them wrong? You know what I mean? Or is it just a coincidence? Or, you know what I mean? Or just a tragic mistake or something like that? You know what I mean? Just look at it with a open mind, and not on the side of the political, you know what I mean, divide or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I feel if we look on things that way, we can find better solutions, or, you know what I mean, and move forward. Is that?
Yo, a lot aside to view the incident from, because a lot of things is arising out of the incident. So we are looking this the statement with the mayor forward and say that ICE is in the state not for safety, not for the safety of the people, but to cause chaos and destruction and ripping family apart. So it seems that there is an uproar, as we can see in many different news broadcasts and many social media feeds, that ICE is one of the most hated force in America at the moment because of these statements and these issues that the mayor said that they are causing within the state, and they need to get out. So Bingy raised a point about prosecution and who's gonna cause the prosecution. So it seems like one of the questions I want to know before I made this point anyway is that, do ICE forces have the same powers as police?
No,
ICE
they
is not police.
supersede.
So
ICE is not police.
supersede. So they supersede police. So they have more than the
Absolutely.
powers
I
of
don't
police.
think so. I don't think so. Bingy, the power can supersede police, because ICE have
Absolutely.
no authority over a U.S. citizen because ICE go for illegal aliens.
Immigrants.
That's not true. ICE
No,
has
no,
been arresting U.S. citizens. The woman who just got killed is a U.S. citizen
And that's what
born.
make it wrong, Bingy, because they were overstepping their boundaries.
So
but
again, who's gonna stop
ICE is a
them?
federal agency, you know. It's a federal agency, and they
Yeah.
do have law enforcement jurisdiction
Capabilities,
across
but
the country.
capabilities for illegal
No, but them well,
No.
them don't know who is illegal from who is not.
Yeah.
Them can grab
but
anybody.
them have to know. That's why they need to do the investigation, know who is illegal and go after them.
Yes, well, that is the technical part
Because
of it.
because
They,
when they are
but they're
because one of the issue
entitled.
is one of the issue is ICE is stopping American citizens and harassing them.
Yes,
And
but
arresting them.
they carrying out what they call law enforcement operation. That they're there to enforce the federal laws,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever means they need to do it, they will do it. Now, I clearly believe that they're violating people's rights. What
A
they're doing
lot,
is totally
a
unacceptable.
lot.
Totally.
Because
They have key, man.
the whole process is something has to be wrong because they are targeting the whole thing is racist because they're targeting people who doesn't look like them,
Yes,
right? People who don't sound like
yes,
them,
yes.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
the highest
But
thing
but
Yeah,
is
man.
we need to be looking into.
it's a
But
movement.
there's a bigger issue.
So
There's a bigger issue of what took place in Minnesota. But you want to go to that video first and analyze the video, and then we'll come back to what the root cause of this amount of ice being in Minnesota and in that Minneapolis area. So let's go to the
all right.
video, analyze it.
The point I was trying
Mhm.
to bring out from the reason because I need to have an understanding whether they have police powers, they are able to arrest people and jurisdiction because we're at a point now where the FBI has claimed superiority and they're not cooperating with the local law enforcement who wants to be a part of any investigation that is going to take place for it to be a just and fair in the investigation with all parties involved because they are fearful some other device on
Brother
it.
Lonnie, mute, Brother Lonnie, mute.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So with regards to the jurisdiction, they want to prosecute and federal is blocking the prosecution from going forward. As a matter of fact, they can't even get in a part of the investigation because they said this is their case to investigate and they don't need
Yeah,
any
because they
assistance.
supersede police. The federal government always supersedes local authority, right? And the mere fact, how do we know this? Local authority could only function locally. ICE could function anywhere they want to, in any city they want to, in any jurisdiction they want to.
So
it
isn't this a
gives,
local incident?
huh? No, this is ICE agent. ICE is a federal agency.
Happening
Yeah,
in
but
Minneapolis.
Bingy, what kind of power them
Minneapolis,
have?
yes.
In,
Yes.
in,
So
in the comments, African godness say its primary role is enforcing immigration laws, investigating
Yes.
custom violations, handling issues like human trafficking and transnational crime.
Yeah.
I don't know if ICE can I don't think ICE can see you speeding and stop you and give you a ticket, or ICE can see you committing any other crime different from immigration and arrest you. I don't know if them have the type of power there. But when
But
they do overstep
how
them
can they
power.
command? How can they be commanding people to stop, to go, to get out of your car?
That's what I'm
What
saying.
give them that authority to do that?
ICE is not police. And they don't have the power of police.
the state can the state charge them? Can the state charge them?
Well, I mean, I'm not so
Listen,
respond the
that's
law,
what
but
they're trying to prevent that because
Yeah.
the state have what you call jurisdiction over murder. That's a technicality. But what they want to do, they want to give the ICE them immunity.
Right.
Oh.
But
Which they've done because,
state, every state have jurisdiction over murder. Point blank.
but Brother Dulani,
Yes, sir.
they've given federal immunity, as Vance was saying in his speech the other day. So what happens if the state decided that they're not going to cooperate? Because the mayor is saying that they need to get their F out.
It seems like they're heading for a showdown, you know.
Yeah, man,
Because
most likely.
because if you notice, the governor has put the National Guards on alert to gear themselves up because they may be barricading part of the state and prevent the ICE them from moving around the state. And so a showdown, you know, like it's inevitable.
And the federal FBI has declared it homicide in regards to what you were saying about murder, Brother Dulani. That's the difference. So because it's homicide, they are saying that they can come in and overrule and override the state. But
So what's
we
the difference
see
between a what's the difference between a homicide and a murder? Because I didn't know there was a difference.
yeah, man.
And then who determined what
Flight up the
what
microphone.
crime?
Huh?
See
What
if you can
crime?
pull it up there, the difference between homicide and murder.
Well,
And
ask
who
someone in the
decide?
comment section for do it,
And
man.
who gets to
Ask,
decide?
ask someone in the comment section for tell us what is the difference between
And also
homicide and murder.
who gets to decide which one is which?
My phone occupied now.
Yeah, the viewers, if you are joining us, we're talking about the shooting incident by the IC agent in Minneapolis that took place this week, and we're at a stage in the reasoning now. We want to know the difference between homicide and murder, because
All right.
this
So
is
this is the difference. Homicide is a broad legal term that refers to any instance where one person causes the death of another. Any instance, encompassing both lawful and unlawful killings. So that's
and a
what
murder.
a murder is. On the other hand, specifically refers to the unlawful and intentional killing of a person, typically characterized by malice, aforethought, in summary. While all murders are homicides, not all homicides are classified as murders.
So that is where the technicality comes
So
in, and that is
there's
where
no clear line then.
they are pulling ranks. So if
Yeah,
one of
no
our
clear
viewers,
line, man.
any expert on the live can clarify this for us, we'll be
Yeah,
grateful if the item can clarify this technicality for us, because this is the sticking point.
It says while all murders are homicides, not all homicides are classified as murder.
Yes, I.
They're gonna rule it as
Yes, I.
justifiable
So
homicide. They're gonna rule it as justifiable homicide. That's what the federal
Right.
Brother
government
Lani,
gonna try.
you have a
Yes,
TV
sir.
up in the background or radio?
One second, my brother. 1 second.
yeah. Yeah, so my brother do down here said them have a cast it as justified murder. As them I say, the IC agent is within his right to defend himself because he's in the line of duty. So federal has claimed that jurisdiction, and Trump has come to his defense.
The popular
And
thing out
said-
there now is the woman weaponized her car. She weaponized her car and tried to hit the IC agent, and him in self-defense and the defense of his fear for his life and his you know what I mean, his colleagues open fire. So let's try and go to the video now, Yaga.
All right, before we go to the video, the African goddess said that police cannot enforce federal immigration laws unless they have the special agreement like the 287G programs. Thank you very much for that, African goddess. So it's a federal case, but the state is about to fight it because they want to be a part of the investigation, because they are saying that the FBI cannot investigate themselves.
Right.
So you have to have justice, and for justice to be served, you have to have a cross balance of law enforcement.
There's a bias, right?
And one of the problem is that these people who are heading these institutions, they are handpicked by a narcissist, an unprincipled, a megalomania, in the personality of Donald Trump, that is weaponizing these agencies to carry out his political agenda and his will, and going after his perceived enemies. So foreigners are part of his perceived enemy. His political opponents are his enemy. So these institutions are not what you call impartial. They're compromised.
Yeah.
And that is a factor, that is a major stumbling block in getting any type of justice. Because you see how they spin and how he characterize what happened. That's a clear distortion and falsification of reality in our very eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So we are going to pull up the video. Respect, Brother Dulani. We are pull up the video. We play some more and do some more reasoning on it. Big up the viewers, them. Like we say, we are reason about the IC agent that fatally shoots the Minneapolis mother, Renee Good. And we're looking at some things that some people might not see or are afraid to say without prejudice to anyone, you know.
Renee Nicole Good was shot shortly after she dropped her 6-year-old son at school. She was killed less than a mile from the site of George Floyd's murder in 2020 by a Minneapolis police officer, a killing that sparked protests internationally under the banner Black Lives Matter. Democratic lawmakers have accused President Trump and Homeland Security Secretary Noem of spreading misinformation about the shooting.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem accused Good of weaponizing her vehicle to commit a quote, act.
See? Make a reason for that little part. So what am I saying? It was close to where George Floyd was murdered. And this reminds the people of that incident. And we saw what happened during the George Floyd unaliving. What do them view?
Was it Trump predict say it's gonna be a whole heap of crime. The people the protesters are gonna commit some crime. But we haven't seen that you know what I mean, he hasn't got to the level of what George Floyd incident was. So it has mostly been peaceful demonstration. So that's good, and you know what I mean, they're proving him wrong.
Bingy.
Yeah, it's all been peaceful, man. You know what? For me, right? Again, like when you look at this and what they trying to tell you, you actually seeing. I mean, these people telling you disregard what you seeing. You know, like, hey, you no longer have the right to think. I will tell you how to think. Like, this is what actually happened. Forget what you see. But it's weird because Trump said at one point you mustn't believe what you see or hear. So I think it's all playing out perfectly, you know, on how this system is moving towards this imperialism in a weird way too, because they're playing out on a local level. This is bad. It's bad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. What you think about the situation where this incident is just within close proximity of where George Floyd was unalived.
I mean, it could be a hard incident or coincidence, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
it does. But the reality is that 2000, 2000 ICE agent is operating in that place, and it made the place unsafe. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I think that is probably just coincidence, but it is
Armed ICE,
it's
armed ICE
symbolic.
agent.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
people
yeah,
are feeling
exactly.
threatened and intimidated by their presence.
Yes, I.
Yeah, and that it become a symbolized now. It's symbol now because now we're going
Very
back to
symbolic.
those moments, you know, when the nation and the world was captivated. I mean, there's a lot of similarities here, but then there's some differences. And I noticed that even the protest is being led mostly by black people, most of the prominent grassroots spokespeople them. Because I watched the press conference, and it's predominantly black people, in particular black women, who are
Mm-hmm.
actually the leadership of these protest movements. So again, black people have to stand up and save, you know, justice in America, or bring about justice in America.
But
No,
but
I would.
brother Delani, I don't think there's
Mhm.
gonna be justice the way people are expecting justice to be played out because I think the
I
way
agree with
these
you.
people are operating is already unlawful. Just the way they operate.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. I agree. We're not
Yeah,
dealing with that
yeah,
with an impartial system.
See him there, I that, you know.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
And the man,
Yeah, man.
he's supposed,
That's the
but he's supposed to
injured
be,
man.
he's supposed to be in the hospital. Recover.
Yeah, to
He's
really
supposed
care
to
where
be.
him get.
He must be
Chum say him run over the
mortally
agent, you know.
wounded. Yeah,
Chum
man.
say, yeah
Mortally.
man, get a wicked lick. Chum say get a wicked lick, you know.
Yeah, yeah, man. You don't know how he survived it.
Chum say run him over.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I never really follow this incident until yesterday. I scroll and I go through social media, and the name was trending. It is viral, and every meme
Yeah,
that I'm seeing is about this brother, this ICE agent, till to the extent where netizen people on the internet has gone out and find his family, his wife, and a lot of more private stuff about him, because there's also a video out there circulating where they are saying that he swings both ways. So they have really known who this person is and they've dug into his family life. So this is a bit frightening to me and remind me so much of why they hide them not so much into social media and putting our lives out there.
yeah. And
So
another thing as well.
I guess then trying to say
Them,
it doesn't like woman much. That's why I'm fired the shot.
But he's got a beautiful wife.
but
Oh,
guess what though? Last year, them said that him get dragged by a car, must have about 100 yards. Them
is that was that
say,
Yeah,
even true? Was it even true?
I mean, I don't know, but me hear it on social media.
Yaga, when I pull up the part, man, where him about to fire, I'm going to analyze that part where from the accident jump out the car to the
yes.
incident of him firing. I'm going to analyze. That's how the crime take place, you know.
All right. Let
Mm-hmm.
me pull it up. Yeah, brother Bingy, brother Dolani, what you say?
No. Me, I say, there's a report on the social media that he actually was in an incident like this before, and he was actually dragged. He was
Pause it,
actually,
right there, so. Pause it. Well, pause it, so.
Approaching her vehicle,
he was in an incident, I think back in June last year, where he was actually dragged by a car, trying to do the same thing. Pushing man in a people car, like them get used to that. And the people,
Yes,
Right.
because they
and
The
too
vehicle was
powerful.
rammed, I believe, Brother Dulani.
eh?
And he had several bruises and
The
cuts, I
vehicle was
heard.
rammed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Play a little more,
that's what
Yaga.
all right.
One go right where
approaching her vehicle, screaming for her to get out of the effing car, using profanity, and attempting to force open her driver's side door. As Good attempts to drive past the officers, a masked
Right there, so.
agent pulls his
May I pause
firearm
it right there, so Yaga?
and fires 3 rounds at Good. The shooting.
Bring it back a little bit and pause it. Yeah, right there, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, right there, so. So, look, if you look on the video right now, right? Yeah, look on the video. This man is a man, where them say the man is in fear for his life, and that's why him shoot the car because the car come off of him. So, the first thing me I look on here, so, a man will get run over by a car last year, see a moving car and go stand up right in front of the car.
Superman, mother, Superman.
Yeah, why you go stand up in front of the car? Because when me see, him a try to block the woman from come out, so him a use him body to block the car. You know what I mean? So you couldn't interfere for your life and stand up in front of the car, you know. If you so afraid of the car,
put yourself in harm's way.
Yeah, you put yourself in harm's way because the car is moving.
Yeah.
And you
Why
put
you
yourself in
approaching?
there.
Yeah.
So he was not in no fear for your life. He might try to block
Especially
the
the
woman
person
from
is leaving. Right? You want them to leave, they're leaving.
So him put himself in a danger.
In a danger. Remember, you know, they want them to leave, you know, and the woman is leaving, you know. But him no want her to leave. Obviously, he no want her to leave. Because I think what really happened, there's a video that he was actually there before that car pull up, you know. He was there now. He didn't come on the seat. He didn't jump out of that car, you know, if you notice. So when the other officers came now, you know what I mean? I guess he was emboldened by seeing his colleagues.
As usual, for him have pocket if you know, not true.
Right. So him stand up in front of the vehicle, but she actually turned out of him. Try not to hit him.
Make we take in some of the comments where are coming from the chat there. If this protest thing is black-led, trust me, we are going to hear many more stories like this. So, and there are a lot of words has been said on the streets as well, and people and groups are plotting and organizing in the protest. So it is a developing story and it's unfolding. So we'll see what is going on. And there's another comment which the African goddess, big up the African goddess. Let us know where you are texting from the region so we can big up your place same way and have an idea and context of where you are from. She said that interesting. She would like to know how much training these ICE agents get before they are out on the streets, because as part of your training, your approach and your techniques is supposed to be people-centered and deal with people on a people level and not deal with them like they're animals. The self-defense, he was shot in self-defense. Someone said that she was shot in self-defense.
Yeah, I think that's what the president trying to say. But I mean, listen, we don't matter people sexual orientation or the life they choose to live. No one deserves to be
unalive like
lose
this.
them life in
Gone
this
down
way.
like
I don't think
yeah.
you know what I mean. So it doesn't matter how she live her life. You know what I mean? I don't think she was trying to hurt anyone. I don't think this was self-defense. She was trying to get away. So maybe that's her, could be her charge or her violation. She was trying to get away from the police, but I don't think she was trying to hurt anyone. I think looking at the incident at this part, he's right there, you know what I mean, in front of the car. If she really wanted to hurt him, she would have run over him because it's so close, he couldn't have got away. If she really wanted to hurt him.
She was backing up to get away from him.
Front, he's on the side of the car.
He's like on the side, right?
He
and
is
she actually
on the
turned
side.
the steering.
He's on the driver's side,
to move away
not
from
the
him,
front.
right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm saying
the point is she's leaving. He had no reason to even approach the vehicle like that if she's leaving.
But he's using his body as a shield to stop her from moving. That's what he was
Yeah,
trying to do.
yeah.
But she actually turned away from him.
But he told her to get the F out of the car.
Well, it's another
Right.
Why
officer.
didn't she get out?
It's another officer. It's another officer telling him that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why
Yes.
didn't she get out?
I guess she was trying to get away because she was trying to move.
She's terrified. She's intimidated by them.
So there's more than one video in a Yaga. Because as I'm telling you, he was there for a long time. So I think they were heckling him and telling him to, you know what I mean? They were calling him fat and calling him some kind of names. Then
All sort of shaming.
so his colleague showed up, right? His colleague showed up now, and then that's when he went and stood in front of the vehicle.
Right.
Because her partner was heckling him around the other side of the vehicle. You cannot see her partner in this shot right here, but she's around the other side of the vehicle heckling him. When the vehicle drive out, if you play it, you can see the drive out and she's still standing there.
And look at this too. The woman lives on that street. She's
Yeah, she live
actually
in the
going
area.
home. She lives on the street. How ironic. You live
He must
there,
call
you
it, he
die
must
there.
call it, he must call it kind of BITCH and all that sitting there.
Yeah.
The issue and the incident is polarized because there are many people saying different things and people choosing their sides about the incidents and defending the side that they want to defend. But what we would like to see happening out of this is justice being served. And in order for a fair and a balanced investigation to take place, the FBI cannot investigate itself. So all law
True.
enforcement has to be involved. So they can't claim rank on a jurisdiction because they want to interrupt and block the investigation.
And they will.
I
And they
cover
will.
I cover up is in process. I can guarantee you that.
So we are part of the reason now when we really want get to, right? Because a part of the reason where a lot of people now talk about why so much ICE agent was in Minneapolis, right? So there's a big thing going on right now with Trump is pushing called the Somali fraud.
Right.
If you heard them hear about it,
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
the
sir.
Somali fraud,
Yeah.
and they are trying to crack down on illegal or just Somalis in the area because there's a big Somali community in the area, and that's why so much agents are there trying to, you know what I mean, they are there agitating and what do you call that now? Just perplexing the Somali community there, you know what I mean? So,
Terrorizing,
intimidating, right?
intimidating.
That's the word I'm
Yeah.
looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. Terrorizing the Somali community, intimidating the Somali community there. And these people, this Nicole Good lady, is the people them where try defend the community. So I don't know if she or her partner is a part of Ice Watch. So there are people who, you know what I mean, they look out when ICE is coming, when ICE is in the area, and they broadcast it to everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay, so they alert people when they're around, so
Right.
they can be at their P's and their Q's.
Yes. So, you know, we are Pan-Africanists, and so one of the main reason why we are talking about this is because of the Somali part of it, where we know that there are three type of people that this president don't like and this administration don't like, this government don't like. They don't like foreigners, they don't like black people, and they don't like Muslim. Somalis happen to be a part of all those groups. They are foreigners, they are Africans, black people, and they are Muslims. Right?
Triple whammy.
Yeah, man.
And I make a different tie, right? Ilhan Omar is also the 5th district representative from Minnesota as well, right?
Yeah.
And she's a thorn
Don't.
also in this administration's ass, so to speak, right?
Yes,
So
I.
Him
even
hate all,
this is reflective on a bigger political scale too,
Yeah.
him
when you
hate her with
look
a
at it.
passion. Him hate her with a
Yes.
It's
passion.
political. It's
And
political.
she is Somalian. Let's put it all in
Exactly.
perspective, She's a representative who is a pain and she's Somalian as
Him,
well.
him, him want send ice go for her, that him want do.
So that is the reason why him send eyes over there because him hate her so much. That's them
Mhm.
start
Yes,
dig up a lot
I.
of things on the Somalia. That's why them go find out about this Somali fraud taking care. So the Somali fraud is alleged to be a
A
fraud
daycare.
where it's a daycare fraud, whereas people don't really have
Children, they have no
children in the
attendees.
daycare, and they will say that they
Yeah,
have, and they get money from the government, and they're saying
yeah.
that is Somalian doing this. You know what I
But
mean?
It's
but
just
wait,
paperwork.
but it's only one daycare was found to be in the scandal by a
Violation.
social
But
media thing, One.
Bingy, it doesn't even matter if it was 10,
Yeah.
because you cannot use criminals who are doing criminal activity and blame the whole Somali community for that,
But it's a bigger agenda. That's what I'm saying. When you put
right?
it all together and you have
God,
Ilan Omar as well in that state as a Somali, it's compounded. It's
yeah,
a compounded agenda, brother.
yeah,
Remember, even this woman, they talking about sending her back to Somalia as well, And she
yeah,
is a representative.
yeah. So this one
All
So,
right.
is a citizen, right? It's a citizen in America, and he's claiming that she married her brother or something like that. He's saying to come to the country.
whatever madness, yeah.
A lot of madness, man. But I'm saying this incident with Nicole Good is the root cause of it is him trying to get rid of Somalis in that area, because you know that
Hmm.
Somalia is a part of his whole shithole country. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Thing that they have going on. You know what I mean? But you don't want them in America. You want people from Norway and Sweden and those nice countries, nice white people, and South Africans that are white. Those are the people that you
Yeah,
want.
man. It's a really polarizing issues, and it seems to be getting people's blood boil, and people have chosen their side. At the end of the day, we want to stay on the side of justice, and we want justice to be served. So it doesn't matter who the incident happened to, because it's today for you and tomorrow for I and I. So justice
Always.
must be served, whether it is Democrat or Republican. We need justice to be served. So all the law enforcement need to get on the matter, get on the issue, and play a role in the investigation, so the people can be assured that they can expect an outcome that is not biased.
I
People,
Me tell
strongly
hold on,
don't
Bingy,
think.
hold on there. People, in the comment section, if you have an issue with what someone is saying, I mean, we don't have to be throwing around insult. Explain where we are going wrong, what we are saying wrong, because we are willing to take information. That's what we are here for, to share information and to teach each other. So if you think that we are saying something wrong, you can type it, or you can put out an invitation.
Articulate yourself.
Yeah, man, put out an invitation if you want to join the podcast. I will give you the chat class. I will give you the
Platform.
avenue to, yeah. So don't just, you know what I mean, throw around insult like that. Yeah, go on,
Yes,
Bingy. Sorry
sir.
about that.
Yeah, I'm saying, and to that as well, right? It's not, I know people choose their sides, like you say, and you would call people names, or you would say that people are this or that. Everybody chooses sides, right? That's how it works. Period. You're gonna go with the side that you think best suits you. But what we really trying to say here, or are saying, is be unbiased. Forget everything that you think to be true then and look at it from an analytical point. What are you
Be
actually
objective.
seeing
Be
then?
Be
objective.
Right?
objective.
Yeah. Forget your affiliations, your alignment. Let's be justified in the way we think and see things, how analytical it is, your mind is, what can be proven frame by frame, what is the outcome. It's not about being radicalized or not radicalized. It's not about that. It's a discussion about what we actually seeing without bias,
Exactly.
without influence. Like if you looked at this and it wasn't part of a social media story, for instance, and you viewing this just randomly on your own without any public opinion, what would you be saying
Right.
actually happened
And
in
sometimes, Bingy,
truth?
sometimes you gotta put yourself in the situation. What would you
Yes.
want for yourself in this
Yes,
situation? And then you
yes,
will, you
yes,
know what I mean?
and that is the point we're making here. It's not if we look at it with unbiased affiliation, but
Yeah,
what
man.
happens is
Stay on the
because
side
you're
of
already
justice.
The
so
only
into
truth,
your
the
thinking,
only real truth is
you
the
don't want to
objective truth.
relinquish.
The only
Yeah,
real truth is the objective truth. So we have to look on it, you know what I mean, in an objective manner. You know what I mean?
And take the gut feelings and the polarized opinions
Out of it. Because
out of
hey,
it.
and the next thing too, you have people, you know what I mean, they watch other people, they like people and they watch these things and they formulate this opinion, but the opinion that you have is not really your opinion, you know. It's not really your opinion. You listen to other people, and because you
right.
like them,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Their
Yeah,
opinion becomes you. So you're living someone else's life. You're not living your life. You know what I mean? You have to sometimes you got to find a way to sieve out these information and find yourself and what you want for you know what I mean, for yourself. Because
right.
you have people who just you know what I mean, they just live other people opinion. That's what they live.
And the experience.
Yeah.
Yes,
But I
sir.
think sometimes we really gotta put things aside, right? And when I say things aside, how we are actually influenced, like what is free thought? Like we don't even have an understanding like what is free thought, to be outside of your enclosure, your box, your that rational or rationality that you think you have. Like just give it a chance then. Just don't lock it up because boy, I already know that. No. Come into it with a mind that you don't know. Clear thinking.
Open mind.
Brother
Big
Dulani.
up
Clear
Yeah,
Brother
brother
Delany,
thinking.
you
Lani.
know?
Brother
Brother
Lani.
Yeah,
Dulani.
man.
Yeah,
Clear
man.
thinking,
Clear
Yeah,
those
we not
man.
thinking.
rust that are nice true that today, but you know,
Yeah.
physically he's not here, but in spirit he's here. Big up that up on the trad.
Yeah, man. Big up
Yeah,
Safe
brother
man.
journey,
Lani.
you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, man. That is on a
Yeah,
little
man.
mini
That's what we
vacation.
about,
So
man. Sharing
Yeah.
information.
And you know what? Reading these comments is very interesting, right? Because you realize they are antagonizers out there as well, right?
Hey,
But you yeah, and you realize that, bro, you in a space where instead of you intellectualizing things to somebody else, right, on what you think, right, and how you could prove your point, you're saying, but this is not so based on what we're saying. Well, what is your point in a intellectual way then? Prove your point in a instead of saying, hey, this one is a bunghole, this one is a that is what we call immaturity. We're not dealing with immaturity, nor are we really entertaining and antagonizers, right? But what we're here to do is spread this intellectual conversation on a level where we could all benefit something, where we all could gain something. This is what these platforms are designed to do, right? And if you're saying, hey, you and I are looking at the same thing and getting a different view, a different perspective, well, then explain what you actually seeing. That's different from what I'm seeing.
We have to decide if we are living in a world of lawlessness or we are living by the rules base, and decide whether you're on the side of ICE or Renee Good, and make your opinion known, make your views known, leave your comment to the reasoning, like and share and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the platform if you're on the live. Join the Perfect Balance Chat class to hear more reasoning.
Become a member.
Yeah,
Like,
man, may go along with your views, or it might not go.
African goddess became a member. Big up African goddess every time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
this person, Andrew. So I guess Andrew is saying that we are wrong about the self-defense thing. But
who is in self-defense? Good man, Good, Renee Good, or the IC agent?
I'm trying to read what
Yeah,
we're not advocating. We're not advocating self-defense. It's clear that them slaughter. I mean, I'm not under no illusion. See.
We know what we saw. We know what we saw. And people should look at what they see for themselves as well. The video gives a clear picture.
All right. So it's two sides to the story, because one side is they are saying you can't like we can't tell what the officer was feeling at the time, right? If he was feeling like the vehicle was going to hit him.
Neither can we tell what Renee Good was feeling also.
Right, so we have to go by what we see. So let's say he felt that he was in danger. But maybe, yes, that's what he felt he was in danger and fired the shot. But what we are seeing that he wasn't in a danger. So what he was feeling and what really happened is two different things. You know what I mean?
They're trained now to come and testify. Say he's gonna exaggerate that. He's gonna walk into an interview and repeat what they advise him to repeat. He's gonna have a script that they're gonna give to him to repeat, and he's gonna repeat that script over and over again.
Because they are not cooperating.
I have a question
with the investigation, and they want to investigate themselves.
I have a question,
which is not justice. You can't commit a crime and investigate the crime yourself. That cannot happen. That is not justice.
I have a question for Andrew, right?
Right.
He fired one of the shots was fired while he was in front of the vehicle, and two were fired while he was beside the vehicle. That's he actually they actually went through the window of the vehicle. Was he in danger when he fired the last two shots? Was he in danger when he fired the last two shots?
That is a very good question.
Was the last two shots justified?
And you know that there's a directive that they're not allowed to fire into a vehicle. You know that. They actually train them not to fire into a vehicle.
A vehicle.
Because you can create greater damage by doing that.
And more, our babies could be in the vehicle. She had 3 children. They could be in the vehicle.
Exactly, and she had a passenger as well. So he didn't mind if he fire. You can't move in vehicle. You can miss easy. You can miss easy.
If ICE
what was going through his mind when he fired those shots?
I want to make this point. If ICE is not allowed to arrest American citizens, right? What would be even the point of him approaching her vehicle when she's leaving and he doesn't have the authority to arrest an American citizen? Like, why would he be approaching this woman then? Knowing, because she's a Caucasian woman, and I say that because when they look at her, they saw it was a Caucasian woman as well, right? Under what circumstance, what was he going to do then when she stopped, or if she had come out of the car, what was going to happen? He was going to detain her?
Exactly. Did you see
For
the
what?
latest video came out? The latest
Right.
video
For
came
what?
out.
For what? What were you gonna detain her for? I mean, if you don't have the authority to detain her and she's on her way home. She's not even nowhere that she shouldn't be. She's on her
Yeah.
way home. Like
The the
there's
the,
no
the
real
late
justification. And you know, the Andrew said the officer had been struck by a car before needing 31 stitches. Which
Yeah, we
car?
already
Where?
mentioned that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
So
before.
saying
him have
if
a
Before.
if this man is
reputation.
so afraid of being hit by cars, why he went and stood right?
Right. You're
All the
afraid
other
of,
officers
yeah.
stood beside the car. Why he went and stood in front of the car? If he's so afraid of car, because if
cause
you
him a
have trauma
Superman.
by being hit by a car,
Mm-hmm.
right? Any normal person have trauma by being hit by a car before. You don't go and stand in front
Would
of
have
cars.
And put
You avoid that.
Right. Yeah.
yourself
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it
Okay, this
doesn't add
military
up.
is
It doesn't
disrespectful.
it doesn't add up when I'm trying to
At all.
claim.
At all.
That officer was not in no danger. That woman was trying to get away from them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I
That is the
saw.
reality of it.
That's what I saw. That's what
You know,
most people
see.
saw.
So yeah, so this idea, and then there's a new video out. I don't ever see the new video where she's talking to them, and you can see her clear.
It's
See that
him.
video
It's
there?
him. It's him. It's not them. It's him. 'Cause he was
Where
here
am I
before the
using
other man them turn
phone?
up.
Am I using phone and a record? You see that one there?
Mhm.
With the
I'm not sure
ICE
if it was his
officer.
phone or his body camera or
Yes.
whatever,
Yeah,
but it's
no, it
something
was
on
his
him.
phone. It was his personal phone.
I'm phone?
Mhm.
Personal phone. Cause you know it was very clear. And she had talked to them very casually.
Mhm.
No combative, but just like she been very sarcastic towards them. You know, see, and they never like it. You know, see, because them suspects say, true, she knows she's an American citizen, they, they couldn't come at her like they come at the immigrant them. So she knew that she was in a position where she can talk to them. They never like that. They never
Mhm.
like that. It cut something at them. That's why I him
And
say,
him reacted.
effing B, effing B. You hear him disrespect her. You know, see, yeah, him never like that. Him never like the fact that she stood up to him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like I more feel like that really go on where he was, because there was them agitate him, them call him fat, them call him a big boy,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So he was feeling
Mm-hmm.
some type of way, and when him see him friend them now, him like, all right, I have the upper hand now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
I have the upper hand now.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean, him feel like you're about to maybe harass them,
Mm-hmm.
or you know what I mean, rough them up a bit.
He can't go after her like when go after the immigrant them saying feel like weird. You know,
Yes.
see it's but for some
Yeah,
reason we don't know
because
why
He never want her to leave. He didn't want her
yeah,
to
we
them
don't
no
leave.
know
feel
But that
them
didn't
no feel
stop
like
him.
say she should be talking to them like that.
Mm.
right. But me don't
You
know
know, my
how
brethren have
possess
an
them say
experience. My brethren have an experience right there, I drive and run up in a roadblock. And the man them a do a spot check, I check everything, bottleneck the traffic and create a lot of traffic. And them a check your ID. And him say the next brethren say, yo, I wanna look for what I go on here so. And the officer say, you wanna know? He say, yeah man. He say, all right, park over there. So, and the only reason why I tell him to park over there, that's inconvenient thing.
Of course.
Because after about 5-10 minutes,
Let them
15
go.
minutes max, the superior come with the driving license them and say, what is the problem? And I say, yo, we don't have no problem. We just ask him, I want to go on, and him say, yo, if you want to know, if you go over there, so we check, say, yeah, come for sure, I want to go on or explain to you what I go on, you know? But it work out that the man just give the man them documents and say, yo, move along.
Yeah.
Right.
So I inconvenient just because him have the power to, and him not like the fact say
I,
him
I
a
was
question him.
I was seeing another video of this Somali youth, and that ICE agent was also harassing, and he was asking, like, they were asking him for ID and stuff, and he was like, why? You know what I mean? I am a citizen. Why are you asking me for my ID? You know what I mean? You are supposed to go and talk to people who are not citizens. And he have a long ruffling with them, you know what I mean, long argument with them, you know what I mean? And they had to leave him alone because he knew his rights and he defended himself quite well, you know what I mean? And it was that I could find it, Yaga, yeah man,
As the mayor said,
but
they are out to cause chaos
yes,
and they are not in the name of safety. So, you know, them just ripping families apart and intimidating people, and people all over the country is intimidated by them, and it is having a negative impact on the community, and we are seeing a negative reaction that we are seeing from some quarters, you know.
one of the
Hey,
main,
Kavango, you realize what's going on? You realize what's happening here?
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Leave that, man, leave that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
about the incident with the youth, one of the ICE agents walked up to the youth and said the reason why them interrogate him is because his accent wasn't the same as theirs. Yes, it doesn't sound like he's from around here.
He sound like an immigrant.
It sound like him not no paper. It sound like him not no papers.
Yeah.
Yo, people would have to take the necessary precautions because ICE is
that's the
out to get
arrogance.
you.
That's the
Anyhow,
arrogance.
I think out of all of this too, it's sad that is really bring tragic events to really bring people together, right? It's a sad thing, right? But it also highlights for me what is happening on a broader scale, though.
Yes,
You know,
and we must be clear that they are decent. They are decent people in ICE because at the end of the day, they're doing a job.
I am sure.
And you have to earn your little butter for your bread, you know?
Yeah,
So we understand that. And this
we're
is
not saying
not
all ICE agents are bad, but but the incident is bad. And the things that we see that are bad, we call it out as it is. But we're not saying all of them are bad. But right now, what's happening is just highlighting, I think, a
the
bigger
lawlessness
issue.
that is going on locally and internationally.
And internationally, it's a bigger issue happening. And the reason why I keep saying that is it seems like these people are moving without impunity. And once you start to move without impunity, it means that you have no statute or law to follow. And that becomes an issue.
The problem with ICE, is not the individuals in ICE,
No,
it's the government using ICE as a weaponizing ICE to go
that's the point I'm going to make.
after people that he doesn't like, or people that he see as a threat to him and his reign, because he's
American first.
Yeah, he's weaponizing ICE. It's European first, white people first.
Yeah, because the ICE agent, because they are weaponized, they're not going off a Eastern European with an accent.
No.
And interrogating them and terrorizing them.
We're not see that yet. No.
It's brown skinned people. They're going off and with an accent, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And the Supreme Court give them the opportunity. The Supreme Court grant them that right, that leeway to do that.
The immunity.
No, it says that you can go after people based on their accent and their
how they look, basically, right?
I mean, it's extraordinary because the court never used to operate that way, but because it's a conservative court, they
did give them right.
And they give them the right to go
who's in charge
they call it racial profiling, right?
Profiling, so they can profile them.
What we call racial profiling, and that's what it is. Yeah, racial profiling.
So that's why you see them very active in the Hispanic community.
They give them immunity.
Well, I said to the people in their pursuit of justice, stand on the side of the law, and the truth will prevail. You know?
But I want to touch on this thing to where, you know what I mean? We say Donald Trump, them are go after immigrants. And, them I start make it put out in the here like immigrants is a bad thing and is the worst thing and they need to get rid of them. But America need immigrants. Immigrants build America. By the way, every country need immigrants if you're planning to, you know what I mean, evolve
But
and get
but
better.
America is predominantly a country of immigrants. The only
Yes.
real American here is the indigenous people them that they came and slaughter and genocide. The 99% of the population are immigrants.
Yeah.
So it's very arrogant of these people to claim that somehow this place belongs to them and everybody is are foreigners. Well, they themselves are foreigners.
But I'm saying if you look at countries, you know what I mean, development, countries do better who have like immigration. Because when
Yes.
immigrants come to your country, they come with new ideas. They're more
Yes.
innovative. Immigrants are
Different
more
mindset.
innovative. I don't remember
Yes.
the percentage, but immigrants are way more likely to create a new business than somebody who was born
But
in the country.
that's what they have done in America. I mean, if you look
That's
at
what I'm
it,
saying. Because America
most
is
of the
built on
companies them
immigrants. Yeah.
immigrant. If you look at even the top 500 company in America, the
Yeah.
vast majority of them was
The
founded by immigrants.
CEOs and directors.
By immigrants.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and I'm saying it's not just America, it's go to any country.
Any country.
Because
Yes.
all right, if you go to China, and you say, okay, China don't have like immigrants coming from outside, but it's immigration that is built in China, you know, is people that but they have internal immigration, you know, where people are leaving
Right. The
like from
south
the
and the north.
countryside and
Different
coming into the
states.
cities, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, internal immigration, you know.
Yeah.
And that is what is
Mhm.
driving China at the moment, you know.
Yeah. Because if you look at the investment coming to China, a lot of these are foreign companies coming into
That too.
China, utilizing China to do the production. A
Yes.
lot of them living in Hong Kong. A lot of foreigners them set up
All
them base
iPhones
in Hong Kong.
used to come from China.
Listen,
Exactly.
without immigration, America is not what it is. What it is.
Without a
Without
doubt.
immigration, America will fall apart and become
Who's
just
gonna
another
clean
third
the
world
toilet?
country.
Who's gonna run the healthcare system?
America, no, not even that. But as we're saying, the Fortune 500 companies are
Yes.
mostly created by immigrants. You know what I mean?
And guess what?
At every level,
And go
it's immigrants.
and go further. The majority of the PhDs, the majority of the master's degree then that's been issued by American universities are issued to foreigners. The majority of the people them who are in those programs right now are actually foreign students.
I don't know why these men are saying that they and it's like them telling you know. It's like them telling because they're saying that they eat immigrants, but when you look on all them wife, them
The
wife is
immigrants.
immigrant. Our children
But
are
it's a
immigrant.
thing, brother,
Yeah,
with them
it's
youth.
a
Donald
true,
Trump
brother.
wife is
It's
an
a true.
immigrant. JD
It's
Vance wife
It's
is
a true.
a
immig-
child of an immigrant.
Indian,
All them when you look
yes.
on them wife are immigrants. So them love immigrants, you know.
Even the
They do.
officer, even the
They
IC
do.
Hypocrisy.
agent,
Of
Eh?
course,
even the
it's
IC
hypocrisy.
agent,
Yeah.
even the IC agent, ICE is an immigrant.
Wife?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, of
Yeah, man,
course.
when I tell us them dig up him whole family and put him family
Of
on
course.
social media, man, everything they on blast, man.
Mhm. It's hypocrisy. A lot of them just they're
Hypocrisy, man.
hypocritical. You
Yeah,
don't see
man.
it. Yeah, 'cause there's a delay that I think I mean. I don't know for me.
Him good, man.
Good.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
good.
Well, I hear
He's
you
good.
here too.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Respect. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. So
But yeah, man,
without
hypocrisy is staunch.
immigration, if immigration should stop now in America, America fall apart, man. Any
It's a
country at all.
distraction, brother. It's a
It-
distraction
it's
from
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
things
it-
that are happening because there are a lot
Big
of outstanding
distraction.
issues that are happening when this is taking the center stage at the moment, which is distracting from what is going on in Venezuela, which is distracting from the Epstein file, which is one of the most anticipated release that we've been waiting for how long now. And despite several assurances to say these documents are gonna be released, you know, there is something that put a spanner in the work, which puts it on the back burner now, and you know.
An
So
investigation
he's
again.
I think
go on, big better on it.
no, I think that though that this whole xenophobia and anti-foreigner campaign has been a part of the right-wing political campaign for the last 2-3 decades, or even more. It's
More.
been a
Yeah.
centerpiece. is a centerpiece in their march to power. It's been a decisive weapon in their move to take power in America. That's why they use it. And while and you see the hypocrisy shows that why they use that as a weapon because they know the poor white people feel threatened.
Yeah.
Because and let me tell you something, my brother. I'm gonna say something that I don't know if many of you are aware. There's a fear in white people, you know. I'm saying this on social media. I don't, you know, there's a fear that black people and non-white people are becoming the majority in America.
I heard that
There's
before.
there's a fear that the browning of America is driving white people crazy. You know, see it. It is one of the motivating factors why they feel like they need to stand up now because they will become the minority and they feel like the majority will do to them what they have done to to other people. They fear that black people and other non-European people will take power and do unto them what they've done unto us. That is the fear. A lot of these policies now, when they look into the condition of white people, they convince them that these foreigners are the cause of your problems. Vote for me and I will solve these problems. I will get them out, I will kick them out, and you blame them for every problem under the sun. And that's been a very effective campaign, political
To
campaign.
justify your action.
Yes, to gain power first, and then you can carry out your agenda. So yeah, man, make no mistake about it. This idea of genetic annihilation or the browning of America is a big issue, especially Elon Musk and them people, them into that eugenic type of things. Them
But
believe in preserving whiteness.
Brother Lonnie,
Yes,
I
sir.
mentioned that right, say the right is using them turning to politics to
Gain power.
this anti-immigration or
Hmm.
anti-brown people agenda. But
Right.
is really the same kind of thing on the left, you know. But them use
Mm.
them act like say them with brown people act like them with. So if both of them just creating a divide amongst people because one is acting like they are for poor white people and one is acting like they are for poor brown skinned people. But no matter which one come in or which one go, poor white people still remain and
Hmm.
poor brown people still remain. Not change for
It's
them. You
it's a
understand?
farce. It's a farce.
Yeah. So them use
It's a
it's a
bogus
divide and
campaign.
rule thing, you know, them divide
Yeah,
people
yes.
to get power, you know, but them not really nothing for people. So people need to see them things that poor white people, poor brown people need to see that these people are just playing games with them and messing with
Because,
them brain and the situation our situations that we don't like or want to come out of still remain.
It's not improving.
let me give you an example now. You see medical care in America.
Mm-hmm.
You know the reason why we don't have universal medical care in America? Because white people don't want black people to get free medical care. So they
And
feel that by punishing and them are punishing their own self.
them one say, and you have more poor white people than black people. So
Thank you.
In
it
numbers,
benefit
yeah.
more white people more, right?
That's exactly. That's
It's
how
crazy,
deep the
man. But
psychosis.
I'm
They're
saying
willing to
these
cut them own
political
self up.
parties now them divide people.
Exploit that. They
Yeah, them
exploit it.
exploit. That is what they do. They're
Yes.
exploiting people, and all
Yes.
you're seeing is them political donors getting richer. You see new
Because money I
billionaires,
make out
new
tight,
million.
brother.
Yeah, they make money
Now
off of
put
Yes.
it in the
people.
money I make
Yes.
out tight. You know,
So
you have to
People
follow the
and
So,
money.
crazy
Brother
thing.
Dulani, I want to go
yes.
back to something you said, right? And you said they've been plotting this for 30 years, and I want to take it back from that point. They haven't been plotting this for 30 years, you know. They've been
Maybe a
plotting this
hundred.
since the South lost the war.
Yes,
Like
a hundred a
literally.
year. Exactly.
Since the South
I'm
lost
only
the
being
war.
generous. I'm only being
You're
generous
Yeah.
only
by saying
generous there,
30.
brother
Don't be
Dulani.
generous. Yeah.
I'm only being
Yeah.
generous. Yes,
Yeah.
man, it's been going on from the losing civil war. They've been plotting back for power. This is the greatest seizure of power that they have had,
Yeah,
particularly in the
man.
last
Of
maybe the
course.
last 70
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
You know, they have really consolidated power. I don't think they
Of
have had
course.
this grip. Supreme Court, House of Representatives, Senate, presidency. This is probably historic for them.
Of course. Of
And
course.
and and immunity that the Supreme Court gave the president. It is a
It's a
formula for
total alignment. And
total
so
alignment, total
total
control.
alignment. That's why I
So
keep saying you have to look at the big picture, right? How the system is changing. Everything's
Yes.
changing before your eyes. That's the reality of what's actually happening. Whether it's from the ICE agents or how we do business internationally, locally, it doesn't matter. It's all changing. The system is
Yes.
changing.
Invasion and striking countries. It's all
and them have the
timing.
power. And them have the
Yeah.
power, man. A lawlessness, man.
But it's changing based on
Outlaw,
ignorance, you know. It's
outlaw,
not
you know.
changing based on real knowledge. It's changing based on real ignorance, where
Yes.
men
Yes.
actually see themselves as being different from other men based on
Yes.
their ethnic identity. That is the most ignorant point a human being could take in any time under any condition. Prove it. Prove that
And they
you and I
claim,
are different anywhere else
yeah.
but through ethnicity.
Yo,
And
segue.
they claim that they have alternative facts and alternative reality. It's amazing. I've never seen nothing like this before.
What does that mean? What does an
That means
alternative reality mean?
that means that man was run over
Alternative fact, what does that mean?
the alternative fact mean that a man was run over in a Minnesota, end up in a hospital, mash up. That's the alternative facts.
Right.
Hey, I think
the
Donald
line.
Trump, I think he made that statement without seeing the video, you know, because someone show him on an interview, someone show him the video and he watch it and he changed his tune right away. He said, he said, don't like see it. He said, I don't like to see that video. I don't like to see it. It's horrible. Yeah, man. So I think someone tell him to say that. I don't think he saw the video before he said that. Yeah, man.
Yo, I want to segue right into what went on in Venezuela, because we were under the impression that it was narco-terrorism they were going into Venezuela for, but it now turned out that he wants all the oil and he's gonna pump billions of big oil money into Venezuela. So we see the lawlessness continue and the real truth is coming out now by his own outpour, by Donald Trump outpour, and coming from his own mouth that it is the oil that them want, and that is what they were on after, even though they give us a different pretext.
I for one, I love the admission, because if he didn't admit it, we'd be here having this big debate if it's the oil.
Yes.
So at least we get that debate out of the way.
But we didn't say it was the oil. We didn't say
it was yeah, mind.
Nothing to speculate about.
One thing I appreciate.
The class is vindicated. The church class is vindicated.
One thing I appreciate about this presidency, him talk the things then that we have been telling people for years.
Yes, man.
We told the people that it's about resource, it's about extraction, it's about exploitation. But sometimes people think that we don't know that chat, man. No, what I say. You don't see the man a criminal and we are go for criminal. You don't see
too much weed.
You smoke too much weed, so the naivety just kick in, you know. But now he might tell them directly what they're talking. He showed this is how imperialism work. At least in his mind, this is how it should work.
Yes, I. The thing what when name? I can't remember the name. Was might is right. That's the slogan they're going with now.
Yes, and we have the power.
Lawlessness, brother.
Yes, man, we have the power.
On an international scale.
We just dictate the terms. And we're going to impose our will. And me don't know if we not heard, and the audience have heard, but he have issued an executive order to withdraw from 66 international agency.
Yeah. So I read that, yes.
That means climate justice, trafficking, law enforcement, international cooperation, Peace Corps, anything to do with international agreement. Them withdrawing from all of those agencies, will not be providing any funding for them. That's his way of undermining and collapsing them. So
Because they don't want to abide by the rules of law.
no rules must not apply to them. You understand? They don't want to be in a rule-based system. But in order for small countries to be protected, we need a rule-based international order.
Yeah.
Because that's the only guarantee small country will have from powerful entities. As our Mia Motley has articulated, we
Mm-hmm.
cannot be naive about that. But by they trying to abolish this international agency, it put us vulnerable. Jamaica now no talk, Haiti now no talk, Barbados, even African country now no talk because a minutes come in come bomb up your blouse and skirt. You know see?
How crazy it is, right? For the
You're not
United
afraid to use the bumbo cloth, it's popular all over the world,
The
man.
popular
So,
I can't even
you
use
can't
it
see
in my
everything.
workplace again, because everybody I use it,
it's
Yeah,
a
man.
beautiful word, man. It's a beautiful word,
Yeah,
man.
No,
It's a
that's
beautiful
true.
word.
We have to try to be courteous to the audience and the listeners. We don't
Yeah.
want to violate the
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, man.
Them like it
Feel
too, man.
free,
Them like it
man.
too.
We're not
But
a regulation over that one.
one of the craziest thing, right? The United States said them are go in Venezuela and take the oil, and his selling point is gonna make America richer. It's gonna make them richer, you know what I mean? And it's gonna also benefit the Venezuelan people. I'm saying 90% of the people in Venezuela is in poverty. And you think that you are doing a good thing by going and taking the oil and to make America richer, and you think that this is gonna benefit the Venezuela people? You know what I mean? Making America richer is gonna benefit the Venezuela people. And people are running with these things. People are running with these things. Like, you know what I mean? It's saying some beautiful thing. Like, to make America richer. You think that this is, look at it from a moral aspect. 90% of the people in Venezuela is in poverty. That's not the case in America. You know what I mean?
But America have never been in the job of making other countries prosperous. America view prosperous country as a threat to them. America feel that, well, at least this particular administration and leadership believe that any country that's prosperous around the world is a threat to American
To
prosperity.
America, yes.
They don't believe in shared prosperity, in a vision where everybody can enjoy and everybody can. Any argument like that you're coming from this particular administration in lip service and hypocrisy. They don't believe in building up nobody. And if you look at where every country America have invaded and been involved in, they left the country in shambles. They've always been worse than when they came in. Those many of those countries, they're still trying to recover from the Stone Age. That America bombed them into the Stone Age.
And I think I said it earlier. I saw Venezuelans celebrating the kidnapping of Maduro, right? And I was wondering, does these Venezuelans know?
Kidnapping, you have to use the right word. It's capture.
Well, I'm using kidnapping. But I'm
Kidnapping
wondering.
is acceptable.
I'm wondering
Most journalists.
I'm wondering if these Venezuelans. I'm wondering if these Venezuelans know history. Because history tell you that any country that America invade always go to shambles. We see, we have the example of Libya. We have the example.
Yes.
Just name the countries.
Afghanistan,
any
Iraq.
country.
We can go as far back as 1963 in Dominica.
Yeah.
Grenada.
We can
look at
shambles.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
We can look at Panama.
In Haiti.
Even though it was Panama who attacked a U.S. agent before them going from Panama, but they were
man, agitation make them in Panama, man.
Yeah. And you see, this point is let me tell you something. I saw a few Venezuelan commentators, but they are the anti-government commentators that they're allowed to go on the mainstream media. And I was disappointed
these are the rich ones, these are the aristocracy and the ones who are the oligarchs.
They were obviously compromised. You can hear it. They sat there and saying that oh, this is a very unpopular opinion, but I believe that it is best for this administration to actually take the oil and sell it. And I'm like, how can you sit there and say something like that? But this is the level of compromising that we're seeing today. These people have, I mean, they've lost their principle, their peoplehood. They're willing to sell their sovereignty like that. It
Yeah.
is amazing. And let me say this to be clear. The Venezuelan people have a right to choose their leaders. If they want to overthrow Maduro,
Maduro,
that's the right of the
the
Maduro.
Venezuelan people.
That's the Venezuelan people prerogative.
Hmm.
They should do that. No foreign entity should come to remove no leader in any country. Let the people them in that country carry out their own liberation. That is what I'm saying. If we're about justice or about fairness, this
Yeah, but
idea of
Brother
America not
Dulani,
being,
Brother Dulani,
yes,
one
sir.
of the things we have to pay attention to is Trump say according to the Monroe Doctrine, right? And that is very important when we talk about
You mean the Danro doctrine?
that, right, and it's very important, right? What that Monroe in doctrine really give them the right to do or state within this hemisphere and Latin America,
That's a
right?
dangerous policy.
So when you cite the Monroe Doctrine alone, right? You know we moving back in time. We're not going forward. We're moving back.
Yo,
There's a
The gloves are
regression
off.
going
what is
on here.
Monroe's first name? Anybody
James,
know what is Monroe's first name?
Is
No,
it,
James,
is
right?
it James Monroe? James?
James.
And
Because we
John?
always hear the Master Monroe, but we never really know him first name still.
His name is James Monroe.
James
James.
James.
Monroe, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
James Monroe. But I'm
No,
saying
you
the
see,
Monroe Doctrine, the way it was written is to give America control of the Western Hemisphere and Latin America without European influence or any other influence within the region, you know. That's the
mhm,
Monroe Doctrine ideology. What he's
mhm,
doing, and he stated, is implementing the Monroe Doctrine. But that has been abandoned centuries ago by anybody
mhm,
who see that it wasn't logical. Within 1832, yeah, it was logical
yes.
because of this imperialistic attitude,
Mhm,
racism, you know. So then, back then, but now to say that that's what you're following, it's regression. So what we
yeah.
happening is plan, like you said, is based on a plan. The plan is
Mhm.
being implemented.
And to add to that, my great one, is that is revealing for him to evoke those type of thinking and doctrine. It shows the
Mhm.
nakedness of this aggression.
Yes.
I mean, and the opposition and those who are in doubt should be in no illusion, no doubt about this naked aggression that's been taking place. This is a total violation of international law. Every country have a right to their sovereignty. To come and talk about you're going to dictate and you're going to have sovereignty and anything go on in Latin America, we should be the deciding factor. We should get first right of refusal. We should get first access. We should get, that's madness. You can't do nothing without our permission. That's madness. And I think that at some stage, the CARICOM need to come together, have a meeting and issue a statement. And the Latin American state them have come together. But the
Hey.
reality is now,
Mhm.
because of brute force now, because of punishment, the
People have
only
to
way,
choose their side.
the only way this can work is if the people them unite. If those countries
Absolutely.
unite. Because if we don't
Solidarity.
unite, they'll pick us off one by one.
But that's basically what's going on now. And it's just not just the small
Yes.
countries. The bigger countries need to unite because
Yeah,
there's
but
no
I'm saying,
unity
yes.
across the world.
Yes,
Across
that's
the
why
world.
unity is so important because
Yeah.
If Brazil, which is our biggest,
African
country,
populated
you know,
country in the West.
yeah, and and the
African pop,
biggest
yes.
opposition. I mean, if you look at America and if you even look at Canada, Brazil is the only other counterforce or counterbalance. But if Brazil can unite with the rest of Latin America
Yeah.
and the Caribbean, and we hold the fort. Touch one, touch all. That's the only way we can approach them. Touch one,
But
touch all.
If Latin America was united,
Yes.
what happened to
Then we have a
Venezuela wouldn't
chance.
happen.
yeah,
But we don't have that
we
unity,
don't have
and we
that.
don't stand a chance, and therefore we are vulnerable. And many of us are not going to take that chance. They're going to toe the line.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Me can't tell if you know that Jamaica would not be taking that chance.
No, sir.
Jamaica is going to fall in line. You see,
Whereas
this is that
whereas
visit of
not with this
Marco.
government.
So, Brother Dulani, do you know how crippling it'll be for Caribbean countries or CARICOM if they decide to go against America? And not only that, remember, they have a treaty. They have a treaty that America is the security within the Caribbean since 1961, allowing
Wow.
them to come in as they see fit when they are threats. So based on that treaty, what you can't say nothing. You already have a
They
treaty
are the
in place.
police. They are the
You
Yeah,
police
the
of the
police.
give
world.
Yeah.
them that authority.
So we are F, man. I mean, I don't see no way
Y-
out
Listen,
for any of
again,
us.
that's why I said to you, Brother Dulani, we have to pay attention to what a man is saying. When he say Monroe Doctrine, don't
Yes,
forget it.
it's dangerous. It's a
Do
dangerous
not
doctrine. It's a
forget it.
dangerous. It's
It's a
dangerous
policy.
political thinking.
It's a
It's
Yeah.
policy.
dangerous. You
And
know,
Mm.
see it,
everything
and
is aligned. Everything is
yes,
aligned. So now you
yes,
have the Caribbean as we know it has no legal say against America moving through the
yeah.
Caribbean in no form or
No,
fashion.
no protection. We have no protection.
None.
No
Because you
protection.
you agreed for them to be your protection.
Yes.
Yes, I.
Remember the
Yeah.
UN. The UN is actually defunct. I mean, it's irrelevant at the moment. We don't
It's a
know.
lion
It's
without
been
teeth, man.
irrelevant.
A
Huh?
rubber teeth lion.
Brother Danny,
Yeah.
turn your phone. You horizontal?
I
Oh.
just stop the screen.
Right, you hold the phone turn.
The other way.
In turn,
Oh. Okay.
you
Just
hold
stop
turn
the
it, but
screen, brother Donald. Stop the screen, opposite. Just stop the
Stop
screen.
this.
you want to turn. Was
Yeah.
it horizontal?
No, horizontal. It's a palm
Vertical?
portrait. It's a
Yeah.
palm
Landscape.
portrait.
Put it in a landscape.
All right. Let me see if we can adjust it here. Max, a
Yeah,
long time it like this, A long time.
Andrew,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
man.
You have to remember to put it in a
a
landscape,
big
you know?
debate a go on, a big debate a go on at the chat. And I'm going to give an invitation to Andrew, 1969, to join the Perfect Balance chat class. You know what I mean? It's the Perfect Balance chat class at gmail.com. Send us a invite, man. I can join it
The thing them lock, The
I think
The screen.
your screen lock, Brother Delani.
my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check it. Let me check it.
Yeah.
No,
Because
but my
you
screen lock. No, my screen lock is off. Screen lock.
so
Just
you
put
need
it in
to
a
turn your
landscape,
camera
brother
then.
Donald.
Turn it back, man. Turn it back. Turn it back where did it?
Turn it back. Turn back your camera.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
just
man.
jump off and join again and make it in a landscape.
All right. Let me just
Yeah.
leave and come back.
Okay, Mango.
Mm-hmm.
What I said to you before was, don't you realize what's going on?
Yeah, I see. Well, I'm
Yeah,
saying
that show that
I
man.
invite, man, because
Troll
that's
that.
the only thing. We invite the person to
Troll
come
that.
on the chat class, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and state your opinions, because you have opposite opinions, and we welcome opposite opinions. You know what I mean? So join the chat class, man.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Fully active.
Yeah.
It's funny, right? That's funny. That's funny. And you say you got enough troubles translating our poor English.
Andrew is a troll.
It's funny.
You can't pay attention to them things that they will throw you off, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Is that true? Like
yeah.
literally.
Mhm. But as you say, a invitation is extended, so you know, if you be a keyboard warrior, you can just come and yeah.
You know the
And put
nice
me on
thing
place.
about being
And put me
Putting
on
face
place.
on intellectual battlefield, you know, intellectual battlefield then I know.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah,
no,
man.
but
Yeah,
it's nice having
we need
being
the knowledge too.
anonymous.
We need the
You know?
knowledge, you know. So hey.
Yeah, it's nice
because
being anonymous.
in this struggle, we have always advocated, in the liberation struggle that we fight on three fronts. There's an ideological struggle, there's a political struggle, and there's an economic struggle.
Yeah.
What we're engaging in is an ideological struggle, a
Hmm.
intellectual battlefield. That is what
Yeah.
we are engaging to refute and bring clarity and inform and educate our people about the realities of our lives and to dispel the illusions and fantasies and falsehood,
Misinformation.
misinformation. Bring the people them clarity and clear thinking.
Clear
yes,
And clear
thinking.
sir.
Yes,
thinking. Yeah,
sir.
we can't live out the clear thinking. And the
Good brother
balance, you know?
Nolan, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And the balance. Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
man.
balance, man. Yeah,
And the
man.
video
It's
will
all about
appear
balance,
on both
man.
channels.
Yeah, man. It's all about balance, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
so
mean, yeah, go on through me, brother.
like and share the video. People keep liking and sharing because you know what I mean. A lot of people need to hear them
Andrew,
discussion.
remember to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you
Yeah, make sure
subscribe
you
to the
sub. Yeah,
channel. See?
Andrew
and
Lucky,
you
Yeah,
should be
man.
a
Andrew
subscriber
Lucky
by
is
now,
that
man.
true.
Yes.
Should be a
But
That
it's
is
subscriber
funny, right?
and
How
become a
that is
member
people
too.
vital.
Become a member
how
too.
people really think, right? So Andrew says, and it's funny that we entertain things like this because it becomes entertaining too, right? Because you have an audience, right? And you talk about language, for example, you say, well, their English is bad and mine is good. And then the English look at you and say your English is horrible as well. So who English is better? Who's the English? Like,
Hmm.
like we
No,
talking
but
about things
I
that are
don't even
so
have a problem with that
but
thing, you know,
it's
because
so mundane. It is
I
so
don't
mundane,
appreciate
right?
English
And
being my first
it's a
language. So if me mess it
distraction
up,
because it has nothing to do with nothing. Like the people who are listening to us, who are hearing us, who are participating in a real way, they don't care about it because they understand what we are saying. So it shows you the level of intellect this
Yeah.
person has as well. It is nice to see this happening, brother. It
And we're
is.
not gonna have a pissing contest about whose English is better than
Right.
each other
It
things
is
like that.
nice to see this
Yeah.
happening. Yeah.
because English is not our mother tongue.
No
No, it
star.
is
Hmm.
not.
But
So forgive
Andrew have
us.
a name. Andrew have a sky at the end of him name. And where him come from? Poland.
Hmm.
It must be.
So a sky there. I
Well,
don't
Okay.
know whether.
the message I reach, and people are follow the trad, and people are join the trad. So, you know,
Mm.
it might be a view that you can see eye to and you understand and you connect with it. And it might be a view that you're on the opposing side. That is the whole point of
We
discourse
like
Having,
it. We
and
yes,
like
sir.
it.
reasoning.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You
Yeah.
know, everybody
We
have
like
their
it.
own point of view to put forward, and we not discredit
Hmm.
nobody point of view because they share them experience based on
Hmm.
them overstanding and
That's
based
correct.
on them experience. So it is their view, it is their lived experience.
Hmm.
And yeah, we are share our lived experience and our view. So yeah, man, I saw it come down, you know?
So it go up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Watch it
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
down.
man.
You
And
can't have one without the other,
and
you
in
Let,
all
know?
fairness,
let's
too, we all
let's get.
getting something out of the conversations we having,
Yes.
right? Whether it's the guy trying to troll you or not, or somebody actually bringing real intellectual
Information. Yes,
prowess
sir.
like
Yes,
the
sir.
African goddess, we all
Yes.
getting something out of this
Yes.
experience. And that's the nice thing about this, what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
We have to stay.
you get to see a view where you don't normally see, and someone else is expressing how them see it. You see me?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I just saw
Let
it
us stay
go up.
focused. Let's stay
I
Let's
saw
stay
focused.
it go up.
focused.
I'll give the people something new, something clean. Like we always say, I give them something fresh. Because I know when you look across the spectrum, it's not many channel like this, and especially in Afrobeat, we need this type of channel to grow within the Afrobeat, within the Jamaican market, the Trinidadian arena, across Bobby, across the diaspora. We need
Yes,
a
I.
channel like this. Because there's no other channel like this we see out there right now who are actually bringing
Yeah.
a balanced, clear, political, sociological analysis without any type of a cultish type of mentality and bounded by some type of religious thinking. This is clear. See it, and that's what I like about it. And you say, yo, one day I'm listening to one man, and after the Madero capture, and I was very impressed with the high level of the conversation, the quality of it. I'm gonna say, yes, this is needed. Because when you look out there and many, I'm not trying to disparage no other podcasts, but when you look out there, there's none on this level, on this caliber. The caliber of the analysis them is a high level, my brothers. I don't know if you
Give
don't know that, but
thanks.
I'm telling you that today.
Give
Give
thanks.
thanks,
See it.
brother
Give thanks,
Dulan.
man. Give thanks.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes,
give
sir.
man.
thanks for that.
Thus they
Yes,
are
man,
put
it's
in the work,
needed.
And we are trying,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
say our main purpose is to uplift African people because we are
Yes.
Pan-Africanist. We are
Mm-hmm.
a Pan-Africanist trad class. And I mean that's our
Mm-hmm.
main issue. And because
Yes.
everything we talk about normally it is rooted in African people. I mean,
Yes.
something to do with African
Mm-hmm.
people. It
Mm-hmm.
affect African people in some type of way. And that's what we try to
Yes.
do. We try to uplift African people from the situation where we can find ourselves in. You know what I mean? Because we
Yes.
know this wasn't always the situation, and we know that
Mm-hmm.
there is better days ahead, and you know what I mean? That's what we're aiming for. Yes,
Yeah.
I.
With
Solidarity.
2026, 2026 is all about solidarity. When you take the words of my
Solidarity.
mouth, I can't
Solidarity.
read my mind in a general.
Yes, I.
2026 is all about solidarity, my brother. We
Solidarity.
see it. A solidarity we need because we are globally pressure from every angle. See it. And if they can pull us apart, then pick us off one at a time, we have to stand together. See
Yes,
it. We
I.
have to stand together. That's got to be a essential theme, message going forward. See it. That across the Afrobean, we have to stand together. Across Latin America, we have to stand together. Across the Mama Africa continent, we have to stand together. See it. We have had many difficulties along the way, and we have had many problems. But now we can unite under one banner. We can see that we're all under attack by a central force. So can focus our energy now and staying together.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we make the mistake of trying to go alone and try to play hero, you'll be picked off. We have to go together. Like
Must.
them say,
A
if you
collective
want to go far,
responsibility,
Must.
man.
we have to go together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. As them said, together is a strength. I strength that man. Together
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah,
man.
a
man.
strength.
The third class I reach and give thanks to the vote of thanks, Brother Dulana, because we cite another victory and another vindication for the third class when the Jamaican Prime Minister tried up to a compound town to join the 288th celebration of the Maroons in
Maroons.
celebrating them legacy,
Yes, I.
you know?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we know said I reach and the message I reach, and he also there were some critical announcement that was made that the state needs to make sure that a compound is benefiting from the resources that the state have, which we said need to
Yes, I.
happen. So it's a good look, and we glad say him advise that them a listen and make them know say, oh, these are things that is said on the third class, and he needs to look into them and give the Jamaican people some clarity. So I think they are a bit clearer in what autonomy the Maroon has got and where the state stays and the situation. So we
Any
give
type
I
of
think
thanks
any
for
type
that
of unity
development.
between
yes.
African people can come together, reason out things, work out
Yes.
things, make everybody safer, make everybody better, make everybody more knowledgeable. That is what we are for, right?
Calling for it.
So
Yeah,
we love
man.
to see that. I want to see it
Yeah.
right across the African communities, from
Yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
diaspora to the land itself, Africa itself,
Yeah,
African
Yes. Yes.
Africans.
Yaga, that did caught my attention as well. I did saw that, and I listened very attentively to that. And he mentioned the word clarification that we need to be clear about, about the way the Maroons stand. And somebody at the crowd mentioned sovereignty, and they say we're all sovereign here.
Yeah.
Everybody here is a part of the Jamaican sovereignty.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
That's
and
what
I
we've
think,
been saying. They
and I
all
think
sovereign
that,
on
and
It's like we are saying,
Jamaica.
Bingy,
Yeah?
is that all homicides are murder, but not all
All murders
murder
are
are
homicides.
homicide. Yeah,
yes,
But
so
it,
yes, yes,
but this one
we are
clear.
all sovereign of Jamaica,
All
not
sovereign
all
is
in Jamaica
sovereigns of
are
Jamaica.
sovereign of Jamaica. Yeah.
yes,
All
yes, yes,
sovereigns of
yes,
Jamaica. This one is
yes,
clear.
yes. So
Very clear.
All Jamaicans are sovereign,
no,
but not
no,
all
no,
in Jamaica are sovereign.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if
well,
you
no, no, no,
born
no, no,
in
no, no,
Jamaica,
no, no,
is
no.
sovereign of Jamaica.
All Jamaicans
All right,
are sovereign. There's a little semantics there.
It's
There's a little
sidetracked
semantics there,
though.
but I'm encouraged the fact that after all been said and done, the Maroon and the Jamaican government all work together. The
yes, sir.
JDF is in a compound.
Yes.
They're helping to rebuild, not just
Yeah.
Yes.
home, not just home. He's saying they're rebuilding a lot of other things,
Mm-hmm.
infrastructures. So we
Nice.
welcome that. I mean, and I
Yes.
think we need to focus on development. Along the way going forward, we need to just focus on high technology, science, resilience, building,
Manufacturing,
infrastructure,
agriculture.
manufacturing, agriculture. We have to focus on building, see. And to be honest with you, my brother, Jamaica is too small for we talking about separate sovereign or separate independent nation in that small territory. We need the unity. We need to speak as one voice.
Unity, man.
Matter of fact,
Unity.
matter of fact, the Caribbean as a whole should be one bloody entity, if you ask me.
If you ask me the same thing too.
One
Right?
president for the whole Caribbean. See, I mean, move as
And I'm
one
moving.
body,
I'm
one
moving
power,
a unit. I move as a unit. That be
move as a
stronger.
unit.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
You
See,
would
I
have
have
to
to
and
have
it's
say.
something like a rotating presidency.
of
Yeah,
course,
man.
of course.
Hey,
Yeah.
just
So we can
find a
And
good
even
people
we
governance.
can have
people.
Yeah, you
elected.
have a root.
Find a
Yeah.
good type of governance because we can find a good because we don't have to go off
Yeah.
something what we see
Yeah,
Europeans them do because them go on like say for them governance alone is the right
we
governance.
can use our own African modality and elect our own
No,
Yes,
but
sir.
PLM.
them
See.
can't come and play the good cop now, when them already commit so much atrocities. Them think we don't remember what them do.
Yeah,
We don't
that's not
forget
gonna
what
work.
them do.
Yeah,
So them
see.
can't come and paint anybody in a bad picture because there is no atrocity that is worse than what they have done.
Mm.
I mean, atrocity can't even come to this argument right now when we come to unify. Them have to just step one side and let we do what we have to do. See it. And that's what sovereignty is about. People them do what they need to do.
Hey,
See it.
well I know. I say, me forgot because I'm more for both wrap up now, but more say something. The my ear I want the YouTube, I think it was the same guy or one of them saying that Africans, Somalis, he was saying Somalis are drapists. You know what I mean? And Africans are drapists. Like it's a part of them culture, them are drapists. I mean, this is a European man that said this,
I'm out of order, man. I'm out of
Him
order
say
big time.
Africans, him
No,
say
man.
Somalis are drapists and Africans are drapists.
Well, them a follow them leader, because them leaders, that's what them talk about the Mexican, them,
What me I
and
say?
everybody, so.
What kind of
Them leader, them a follow the leader, man.
no European person shouldn't call
Am I
any
right?
other community or call any other country or anything like that.
No. But you see, my brother, you
Ruin
see
them
what
history.
the language whatever I use right now, at the top, if they man at the top, I use them kind of language there. Me have to expect it from them. Because them a follow the leader. That's the tone that him set. The kind of language and verbiage them use to describe other people is totally unacceptable. There's nowhere in the realm of normalcy. This is lunacy. This is Ghana gutter. This is beyond it. Not even, there are many street corner where man reason at a higher level than the other people are reason. I tell you, the decorum is so poor that it is unbelievable. Can you imagine what the millions of school children are seeing as their role model for the future? And that was coming out. So I'm not surprised say others would come on social media, come repeat and parrot a lot of these sentiments that they are pushing. You know,
The man
Absolutely.
said,
by design.
the man said, him right where was Somalis have a drapist culture and Africans have a drapist culture.
I disrespect that man. Total
No, what me
disrespect.
I say, coming from a European, huh? If you want to talk about a drapist culture, man, one place you have to look, man. One place. The only place, by the way, you can look. You see them kind of culture there.
Yeah, man,
I
remember?
know.
Anyway,
And I mean,
Yeah.
Missy Andrew, are dropping
I
me
to
the
rise
dirty
up still, you
remarks.
know.
no,
Missy,
we're gonna leave the one. We'll leave the one. Yeah, man,
yes, yeah, all right.
loud that.
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
to rise up.
Yeah, man, remember this is the perfect balance trad class. Big up Bingy,
Yes,
Brother
I give
Dulani
thanks a
with
lot.
clear thinking,
Rise
Okavanga.
up.
Yes,
Big
Give
up
sir.
thanks,
Dada,
bless up.
anyway, the
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
This is
By the
Yaga.
way, check me out for clear thinking with Brother Dulani on YouTube, at Brother Dulani on our social media platform for more clear thinking.
Fully
Respect.
active.
Big
Yes,
up
I
all the
am.
nice and decent people them who join the
Viewers.
chat class today. Big up
Yeah.
who comment and participate in the session. Yes,
Right.
I.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
give
And
thanks a lot.
Big up
keep
to
subscribing,
big
keep
up,
liking and sharing.
And
big up to the
African
African goddess.
goddess, big up.
African goddess, big up.
Big up
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah,
yeah.
man, big up
Oh,
Conjo too, man.
Respect.
Andrew, Kanju.
Yeah.
And Rachel Ellis. Rachel
Yeah,
Ellis
man.
and every time I take on Andrew, we like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. Give thanks
Hard
a
to
lot.
love, you know?
Yeah, Andrew got some issues though, man.
Yeah.
I never own it.
True that,
I never
man.
own it.
No, I don't want this, man. I
I
don't
don't own
want
this.
this,
I
man.
do.
True that.
As bad as he is, I mean, I think they're not got that low.
That thing that
No.
true. Yeah, gotta wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yes,
wrap
I.
it up, man. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
I.
Yes.
Give thanks, everybody.
Perfect
Give thanks.
balance.
Yeah, man.